Over the past 5 years, cumulative overseas sales of Korean literature has reached 1.95 million copies. Last year alone saw sales of 540,000 copies, a 23% increase compared to the previous year. The translation of Korean literature is spearheaded by two main organizations, the government-run Literature Translation Institute of Korea and one private institution. Korean literature is no longer confined to just Korean readers. Readers around the world are falling in love with Korean literature, and a big part of this phenomenon is in its translation. Today, we have the very special opportunity to hear about the experiences and behind-the-scenes stories of those who perform this very, very important work. Hello and welcome to Culture Crunch. I'm your DJ, Sujung. It is the final installment of November's Workie Talkie, where we explored K-literature. We'll get things started after a song. 번역이 필요해, Need a Translation by Lily Morningstar.
몰랐어 그렇게 이해했는지 몰랐어 몰랐다고 하면 더 화를 내지 너를 많이 생각한단 얘긴데 집착이라면 억울해 못생겨 지게 표정 지면서 아는지 모르는지 하면 더 화가 더블 미운 마음도 더블 점점 부풀어 곧 터질 기세야 고단한 일도 많은데 우린 왜 이럴까 영어도 아닌데 번역해줄게 편한 대로 하란 건 그러기만 해봐라 어중간한 얘긴 잘 생각해봐 밀린 약속은 없는지
Discover the world of K-jobs in Workie Talkie. Each month, we pick one field and invite the top experts from that field to learn everything there is to know. The theme for November is K-literature, and somehow we are already on our final installment for this theme in Workie Talkie. Today, I am joined by someone who's working really hard to bring K-literature to the global stage. Team leader Park Chan-woo of the Literature Translation Institute of Korea. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hi, Chan-woo. It's so good to have you. I feel like you're a little nervous because it's your first time on radio/TV, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
But it's okay. It's all very chill here, and we'll just imagine we're at a book talk, shall we say?
That sounds much better.
Nice. Can you introduce yourself briefly to our viewers and listeners?
Of course. Hi, my name is Chan-woo Park. I work at LTI Korea. I am manager of content management team. I joined LTI Korea 2010, and since then I've worked I worked at many teams, and hopefully I will give you some insights how government sector how to promote Korean literature overseas.
Nice. So I imagine you have had a lot of calls lately, especially after Hangang's Nobel Literature Prize win, right?
Of course.
Have you been very busy?
Yes. Obviously, Korean literature is not the first runner of K-wave, but thanks to the trailblazer, I said, the K-pop, K-dramas, Korean literature has been spread gradually.
Yes.
But after Hangang Nobel Prize, yes, suddenly everything changed.
A huge surge, right?
Yes.
So thank you again for joining us in this very busy period in the year and after the Nobel Prize win as well. You said you started working at the LTI in 2010. So you've been in this industry for 14 years now. A long time. Have you always been interested in literature? Did you love reading as a child?
Well, honestly, I wasn't a big fan of Korean literature.
You
actually.
were?
No.
Okay.
But after I joined LTI Korea, it became part of my job. So I had to read Korean literature, Korean fictions, and poetry. But interestingly enough, I got introduced to so many amazing works.
Of course,
and authors.
yeah.
So it really opened my eyes to see how to see the Korean literature, Korean literary works, and Korean authors. So
because it's so varied as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So tell us a bit about the Literature Translation Institute, the LTI.
LTI Korea is government institution funded by Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. Like you can imagine from the title of our institution, we promote Korean literature overseas through various programs such as translation and publication grants program, and we have exchange programs as well. So we help the Korean works to be translated and published overseas, basically. And after that, we support Korean authors to go overseas to join the international book fair and literary festivals.
Go and promote their work.
And the last, not the least, but we also help to foster the next generation of Korean translators to other languages. So we run Translation Academy.
Right, because I do feel like K-literature, it is going through a small wave right now, but there's so much more to come, right? And hopefully we will see that with future generations, and the LTI will foster some great minds, some great translation minds. So what would you say is sort of the main area of focus then? Is it like promoting overseas?
Yes, promoting Korean literature overseas through translations and publication support programs. So basically, we subsidize the foreign publishers and the translators to translate them and to publish them.
So what's the response like overseas to Korean literature? I mean, even before the Nobel Prize win.
Well, I can say that they're just looking for who's going to be next Hangang. Yeah, so who's going to be after Hangang Nobel Prize?
Yeah.
Who will,
Who will be the next
yeah,
great
who'll be the
mind?
next great mind. Yes.
Wow. So how did you feel personally when she won the Nobel Prize?
Actually, at that night, I was lying on the bed, scrolling my cell phone.
Yeah.
And I just got the news. I was so shocked. I mean, I felt like surreal because I've known Hangang for many years.
Right.
And I had a privilege of accompanying her like a book tour overseas.
Wow.
In 2014, I visited Buenos Aires with her to join the book festival there, and a few years later, I went to London Book Fair with her.
Wow. So you know her on a very personal level.
So she is one of my favorite Korean authors,
Wow.
and I really admired her works and her attitudes, characters. I somehow I knew that she's gonna be the Nobel Prize winner.
A winner one day?
One day.
You always
But,
thought she had it in her.
But not this year, honestly.
A little bit faster than you
yeah.
imagined.
Yes.
I see. So were you with her when she won the Man Booker Prize, etc.? Yeah.
I wasn't there.
You weren't there,
I
okay.
wasn't there, but we like I said, we support the Korean author to join the overseas event like a book fair and literary festivals. Yeah.
And did you ever get her autograph? That sounds like a no.
yes.
Oh,
Actually,
you did.
I texted her at that night, and she sent me back like 3 days later. I know she was so busy. I didn't even expect her reply, but well, I was honored.
You thought she'd start ignoring your calls. I'm sure the Nobel Prize winner is not like that. I'm sure she remembers everyone who helped her throughout her career. But wow, you must have felt so proud, not just of Hangang as an author, but being in the industry that you are, just so proud of what the K literature scene and everyone in the scene and what they can achieve, right? Amazing. So let's talk about your current team. You said it was the contents management team.
Yes.
What are the main responsibilities of your team right now?
Content management team, we support. We actually help global audience to get access to Korean literature in translation.
Okay.
So at our team, we run online platforms called KL Wave. Korean Literature Wave, you can imagine that. And we have a digital library of Korean literature.
Oh, okay.
So we have
in Korean and English?
In Korean and English,
okay,
yes,
wow,
in both languages. So through the platforms, we offer digital resources like free ebooks of Korean literature, audiobooks, and also you can see what the Korean people read nowadays, like
what's trending,
bestsellers, the new releases of Korean literature. So we provide them in English and in Korean, so that the global audience can understand what Korean people read and what Korean literature now.
So they can really get a feel for what the scene and what the industry is like. Okay, I believe we have a screenshot of the website, so our listeners and viewers can check it out. Can we bring up the KL Wave screenshot? Right, so we can see it's separated by authors, by books, by translators.
Yes.
So many sections.
Yes.
Korean horror fiction. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
So lots of sections on the website. Any that you particularly want to direct our listeners and viewers to?
On the KL Content Help menu, there you can discover a carefully curated Korean literature.
Okay.
Showcasing the by themes. So just as you pointed out that we recently introduced Korean horror fiction. So So if you want to, you can discover many Korean literary works by themes. So if you're interested in sci-fi, you can go to the sci-fi theme, and you can discover the Korean literature that have not been yet translated and published overseas.
Okay,
Yes.
wow. I mean, we recently had Chun Sun-lan, the sci-fi author, on our
Yes.
show. So I'm sure she's in there as well. So there are so many some great translations out there. Like, how does the process start? Do you start with a title or the main body of the work? How does it work?
Well, the process has been changed at time to time, but recently we don't select the books to be translated and published overseas, but we let the foreign publishers to choose what to translate and publish.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had to make a agreement with between the copyright holders. So after the contract, they can apply for our translation publication subsidy programs. So
okay.
that's how it began. And well, before that, we LTI Korea played as a I can say that public literary agent. So sometimes we introduce Korean literature to foreign publishers at the book fairs, like a Frankfurt book fair. So we, like the other agent do, we pitch the project. We just persuade them to, think about it.
To be picked up and to be translated.
But yeah.
But I feel like nowadays you don't really
we don't
need
really
to do
have
that.
To, like 10 years ago, I had to do that. We had to do that, but
now they come to
now
you.
they come to us.
Wow, that's how much the K literature
Time
scene
changed.
has evolved. Wow, and then going back to your team or the LTI, you mentioned that you're the team leader of the content management team, taking care of KL Wave, etc. But you were on 4 different teams before that, I heard.
Yeah, I guess
So
it's more than 4, but yeah, I went through. We reshuffled every like 2 or 3 years. So I started at the IT.
The
team
IT
at
end.
the
Okay.
LTI Korea, and I moved to other teams. And,
So you must be a true expert.
Wow, expert! Yeah, I hope
He's
so.
too humble to say,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure he's a true expert. So did you get involved in the publishing side of things too?
Yes, I was in charge of English team and the LTI press. So during that time, it's like all day story. I had to introduce Korean literature and persuade the foreign publishers, the editors, to consider, to put Korean literature into their list.
Right.
Yeah, to consider to publishing them. And when I was a managing director of LTI Press, we publish quarterly magazine called Korean Literature Now.
Okay.
So it's an English magazine introducing Korean literature. So we have to choose the topic, and we have to do the interviews, and we have to do the book reviews from renowned authors, translators. Yeah.
Wow. We'll come back to the Korean literature now, but in the publishing side of things, were there any works that you were involved with the publishing process that particularly stood out to you?
What I recall now is like a Bae-suha, it's a Korean female author. Her work was the first work that I really worked hard as a public agent, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And we've got
you can see
the
that,
book cover
nowhere
on
to
the
be
screen
found.
behind
Yes.
us.
So we actually, before I got into the team, there was a translation manuscript of her short story.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Highway with Green Apples.
Very poetic.
Yeah, I read
love
the
that about
story.
Korean literature.
It was done translated by Sora Kim Russell. She is very prominent, renowned translator of Korean literature into English.
Right.
And I read the English manuscript first, and I rediscovered the Korean version, and I really loved it. And I just wonder why we haven't, promote this work overseas. Why do we have this in this stack of translation manuscripts? So I started to search the publisher in the States who can possibly publish her story. So I contacted Amazon.
Right.
Amazon. They have a publishing house. Amazon has their own publishing house. So I contact them, and I sent the manuscript, and I just sent the synopsis and why you have to consider publishing this. And I got the reply from the editor of the Amazon Publishing, and they decide to publish them for their digital magazine first.
Okay.
So the Highway Green Apple was published on their digital magazine first, and after that they fell in love with Pesua like I did,
just like you did.
So they want not the short story,
the full
novel length
Wow.
story. So I just started to talk with Pesua. But before that, I haven't talked with her because
Personally,
personally. So I started to read her other works, novel-length works, and I just fell in love with the Korean title is Charsu. It's like John in English.
The name that you see in Korean
very
textbooks.
common, yes, and so it just captured me. Yeah, I remember I was reading that story on the bus. When maybe I'm going some like a rural area, so I was reading her, reading Charsu on the bus, and it really touched me and somehow persuaded me you have to do this.
You have to do this.
So I talked with translator Sora. So let's do this. You have to translate. Let's make it happen.
Oh, so you personally connected Pesua to Sora Kim as well.
So Sora do the sample translation, and the editor of Amazon Crossing, she got the sample, and it took like I guess it's less than a week.
Oh, so it happened really quickly.
Yes. So like she just decided I just sent her the sample manuscript with the synopsis of the Charsu, the Nowhere to be Found.
Yeah.
And they just sent me the reply that we'd like to make a contract.
Wow.
It's like 2 days. Like it took like 2 or 3 days. So
that's how much they loved it. Because
and during
it's a
the
huge
process,
company.
I just flew into Seattle to Amazon
to meet with the
to
team.
pitch the project. Yeah.
Wow. So how did Pesua react to this? It must have been quite sudden and shocking.
Yeah, she's a translator herself.
Oh, she is?
She
Okay.
translates from German to Korean and Korean to
Wow.
German. So she knows the process. And she was very helpful during the process. She was very, she just let us to do the paperwork and other stuffs very simple. But sometimes they're very, tricky, and they're very sensitive when we do the paperwork, and they just hold
They hold back.
Yeah, hold back. But she was very helpful. Yeah,
Very
she
open.
was very generous.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you said you connected Sora to Sua. Is that something, or once that relationship is established, does the author often request that same translator again? Is there like a trusted relationship that happens?
Well, actually, Sora Kim Russell, she was a renowned translator at that time, and she also at the time she taught at the Translation Academy. So we've been known each other like for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had a relationship, and but Pesua and Sora Kim Rosa, they don't have really close connection, a relationship before. But during the process of translation, they had a relationship. They sometimes translator asked the author about the context of this the text.
Of course. And I feel like you're so passionate about this work, and I'm sure other works that you've been involved in publishing. Have you ever thought of translating yourself?
No, never. We just talked about this before we shoot the show. I think I really admire translators, literary translators, because translators are not just language expert, but they have to read. They just read a lot. Yeah, they have to read not only Korean text, but only the target language text, like for English.
So they have to be very sort of versed in the language.
Yes, they have to be very diligent. They have to do lots of effort on that. It's you not just become the literary translator like overnight.
Right.
Yeah. So
it's something that takes time.
Yes,
I feel like you need to sort of develop as a person as well to be a good translator.
But, I'm not really good at that. So I'm lazy, I said.
I'm sure you're not.
I'm too lazy to become a literary translator.
But I feel like more and more people might want to translate these days, especially after the Nobel Prize win. And it is an area that a lot of people have more of an interest in. Is this something that you see happening, and are there any ways to support these people that want to get in?
We are running Translation Academy to foster the next generation of translators. So we have many applicants for our regular course program. So it's a 2-year program, but they don't get any like degrees, like graduate degrees.
Okay.
It's academy, so you get just a certificate.
Right.
But you have to spend 2 years. It's not a short time, but we have many applicants to become a literary translator in many languages, not only English. We ran the programs in 7 different languages.
Wow.
Each language programs we are getting more applicants. Yes.
Wow, I imagine you'll be very busy in the coming years. All right, so we've been having a fascinating discussion with team leader Park Chan-woo from the Literature Translation Institute of Korea. We're talking about K-literature, we're talking about translations, and I do want to move on to talk more about the future of K-literature very soon. But first, let's check out how you can listen to our show, Culture Crunch. Catch Culture Crunch on ARIRANG Radio at 11 a.m. KST every day. You can listen to our show via the ARIRANG Radio application, which you can download from your app store, or watch the program on ARIRANG TV. If you're in the Jeju area, tune in to 88.7 in Jeju City, 88.1 in Seogwipo City, or 101.9 in the Daejeong area. If you're in Busan, you can listen from BEFM 90.5, and in the Kijang, Noksan, Cheongwan areas, tune in to 103.3. You can also join us on our YouTube live stream. The channel is ARIRANG Radio K-pop. And if you miss any of these, don't worry. You can catch the radio rerun at 2 a.m. KST every day. Don't forget, there are exclusive episodes on Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. KST, only on ARIRANG Radio. Catch Culture Crunch on ARIRANG Radio at 11 a.m. KST every day. You're listening to Culture Crunch, and this is our Monday segment, Workie Talkie. I am joined by a team leader at the Literature Translation Institute of Korea, Park Chan-woo. But first, a quick notice for you guys. ARIRANG Radio is conducting a survey with Gallup Korea to get your opinions about us. If you are a domestic or foreign listener residing in Korea, please join our online survey and let us know your ideas. They will be so useful to us in providing better content and services for you guys. You can participate through the website arirangradio.com. Just click on the left-hand side of the player on the banner, or you can participate through the ARIRANG Radio application as well. If you're in Jeju-do Island, some of our researchers may approach you on the street, so if they do, please give us your very honest opinions, and we will try to make a better ARIRANG Radio for you guys. Thank you in advance for your participation. All right, so Chano, let's talk more about you and translation in general. But do you have any like occupational hazards? And do you read a lot in your spare time? Because I'm a musician, but I don't really listen to music anymore, sadly.
Well, I'm relieved to hear that.
You can be honest.
Yeah. I try to read more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but like I said, now we are getting so many foreign publishers to apply for our translation publishing grants.
Right.
So we don't really have to read the translation and both translation and the original text.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to discover new authors, new voices. So we have magazines, literary magazines in Korean. So I'm trying to, up to date.
Keep up to date.
The current literary scene of Korea and overseas as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And would you say there are big trends in K literature as well in terms of what's popular? We looked at Korean horror novels earlier on the KL Wave website.
Yes. Well, nowadays I work at the library, so we run library. So we have to see the new releases from foreign countries of Korea. So I noticed it's very interesting. I noticed that so many healing fiction, so-called healing fiction, it's it's more like essay. The healing fiction is very popular. It's getting popular overseas.
Okay.
Yeah. So
wow. So it's not accurate to say that most translated works are novels then. You translate essays and other forms
genres, yes.
of literature as well. But is it novels that are most popular still?
Yes, still the fiction is very strong. It's very popular, especially in the Western countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which countries would you say Korean literature is the most popular in right now?
Well, Japanese is very, in Japanese, Korean literature is very popular.
Okay.
Yeah. And Western countries, the UK, there's actually it's very interesting to see that how Korean literature getting recognized in the Anglophone countries.
Right.
They started with UK, so they published in the UK first.
Yeah.
If they got popular, they got some success, they just go to the States and the other countries. So it's like a UK, they have a very strong tradition of publishing literary
big
works.
literary scene there,
Yes. So.
And is it the case that the translations usually come out when a Korean work is released? Do you usually publish the translation at the same time?
It depends. It depends on the titles. Like Hangang, her works, when her latest novel just came out, instantly the foreign copyright just
they jumped on it.
They jumped on it, and it takes less than a year, to be published overseas. But it doesn't happen to all Korean authors.
Okay, so it just depends on the author and on the work.
Yes.
I guess if a Korean work suddenly explodes or blows up, then you might jump on it at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. And then something that I've been really wanting to touch on with you is the use of AI So today we're talking in English, but when I have Korean guests, I translate the script. And when I'm very busy, I do admit that I sometimes lean on AI quite a bit. And I feel like translation is a field in which AI can be very useful as well. But are you seeing any trends in this?
Well, it's very handy. I refer to ChatGPT and other AI programs when I was busy and when I just look into something.
Yeah.
I just ask them. It's very helpful. It is true. And I think the technology, rapidly developed. So sometimes maybe we'll just see the AI author of literary works, but we never know. We never know.
That's true.
Yeah, but the literary text is just it's not like the how to translate the like a manuals,
Right.
or like a
I was going to say, because we've had a couple of poets on the
Yes,
show,
yeah.
and even Chon Son-nan last week. AI it's very good at kind of spitting things out.
Yeah.
You put something in and it spits something
very
out.
fast.
But
Yeah.
especially with literature, I feel like that human touch, the heart, has to get involved. And it's still very limited in that sense, right? But would you say there are any challenges that you're facing because of this?
The European Literary Translators Association, they just recently announced that they're really object to the AI translation, because what I found interest there is AI is somehow studied from humans' work.
Right.
Yeah, they just study the humans' work and they just use them and they learn from the human work. They just steal the humans, role.
Right.
Yeah, but for literary text, even though how much they studied on the on translated text, there is no there's no such thing like a same text into same other same excuse me. You don't just translate the one sentence into other languages like it's just like a word-to-word translation.
Of course, yeah.
You have to see the context. You have to see the tone. You have to see the the relationship.
picture.
Yeah, big picture.
So you don't really see AI taking over your jobs anytime soon?
I hope so, but we never know. We never expected that somehow we'll have like a AI. I mean, the ChatGPT. We didn't expect that like 10 years ago.
That's true.
So,
It'll be
yeah.
really interesting to see
Yeah.
where it goes.
Yeah.
But as of now, we still need that human touch.
Yes.
So speaking of human touches and your physical translation academy, which you touched on earlier, and you mentioned it was an academy earlier, but you have plans to try and make it a graduate school and offer degrees and PhDs, etc.
Yes. We're working hard on it, and we're trying to persuade the government. Because we've ran Translation Academy for many years. We are getting many applicants, but the challenges are they like I said, they didn't get any diplomas, and so it's very big hurdle and barrier to become a literary translator, to spend their time and efforts to study translations.
Right.
So we try to transform the Translation Academy to graduate school. We hope that if we do that, we can do that. We'll just invite many great minds, great intelligent people who are interested in Korean language and Korean literature. We are not trying to just make literally translate. We are not like make a products.
Yeah,
We are
you're not a
trying to
factory.
make we're trying to make building a bridge and like I said ambassadors
Right.
to introduce Korean culture, including literature, into their own country and language.
I love the
Yeah.
word ambassadors,
Yes,
actually. That's a
that's
great
real-
way
yeah,
of looking
yeah,
at it. It's not just a job. You're not just a machine or an AI, you know, getting the input and giving an output. Wow. We've got a picture of some members of the Academy behind us as well.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of happy and passionate looking people there.
Yes.
So what
yeah,
do you
we
think?
used to wear the mask.
Oh yes, this must have been, yeah, this was 2022
Yes,
in the thick
yeah.
of Corona,
Wow.
right? So what do you think needs to happen, or are you doing something at your academy to try and like produce the second and the third Hangang out there?
Yeah, I hope so. Actually, Deborah Smith, who translated the Hangang's Vegetarian and other works, she didn't graduate from Translation Academy.
Yeah.
But there are so many active translators into various languages who graduated from our academy.
Right.
For example, Anton Her, who translated Bora Chang's Curse Bunny.
Okay.
Yeah, he is our graduate, and Sora Kim Russell, she is also graduate from our Translation Academy.
So lots of great minds to come out of
Yes,
this academy.
Yes.
All right. Well, hopefully the Translation Academy can become a graduate school, overcome all the hurdles, and continue to produce some great ambassadors and some great literary minds
hope
to
so.
spread K-literature even further.
Thanks.
Before we continue our talk, let's take a quick song break. Here is 언어가 달라, Different Language by 종이학, Paper Crane.
무슨 말인지 모르겠어 네 입에서 나오는 단어들 전부 다 알아들을 수 있게 설명해줘 내가 볼 땐 겁이 떠외계여 범주야 아무리 내게 집중을 하려 해도 공감을 하기가 조금 막연해서 다른 언어들을 사용해서 부딪히는 게 너무 당연해서 아무렇지 않게 뱉어댄 말들을 도통 이해할 수 없어 갸우뚱 벽돌 한 장을 단 벽에 쌓고 실말이 안 같단 말도 싹둑 쉽게 속아 번역을 할 수 있다는 건 너의 착각일 뿐 우리 사이 언어의 거리는 미터법으로 나누는 환상일 뿐
알수 없잖아 매일 어긋나는 말들 자꾸만 또 선을 그어 알고 싶지만 이해할 수 없던 말들 서로 다른 얘기뿐
우린 달라 우린 달라 우린 달라도 너무 달라 우린 달라 넌 대체 어떤 세계에서 왔길래 좀 멀리 오지 속방언보다 심해 입만 열면 난 겁먹네 지레 온종일 너의 말을 번역하는 기계 이미 영원히 없지 네가 하고 있는 게임 중에 제일의 법칙 까만 속에 뒤집어졌지 안에 갇혀버린 난 돌아버리는 꼭지 궁금한 게 있는데 네가 뭐 말하고 있는지 알기는 알아 네가 쓰는 말은 어디에도 없어 우리말을 배운 것은 맞아 포기할래 이런 말하고 있는 것도 지겨워 이 바보 가만 듣고 있자니까 기막혀 그냥 아무 말도 하지마 제발 좀
없잖아 매일 어긋나는 말들 자꾸만 또 선을 그어 알고 싶지만 이해할 수 없던 말들 서로 다른 얘기뿐
우린 달라 우린 달라 우린 달라도 너무 달라 우린 달라 너는 매사에 딴소리로 헷갈리게 해 매번 똑같은 상황들이 쳇바퀴 같아 어떻게 내가 너를 이해할 수 있을까 아마 안 될 거야 우린 다르니까
알수 없잖아
아마 안 될 거야
알고 싶지만
아마 안 될 거야
알수 없잖아
아마 안 될 거야
서로 다른 얘기
우린 달라도 너무 달라
알수 없잖아
언어가 달라, different language by 종이학, Paper Crane. I am joined today in our Workie Talkie segment by team leader from the Literature Translation Institute of Korea, Park Chan-woo. We're having a fascinating discussion about translation, and he told me a bit about his academy and all the initiatives that they are doing. So for anyone who might want to get into translation, do you have any tips for them? You said you've been seeing the numbers going up.
Yeah, sure. I would like to recommend the people out there who are interested in translations. You have to read a lot. So we have, like I said, we have digital library and KL Wave platform. So you can please visit and you will see great digital resources, like I said, free ebooks and authors' profiles and the manuscripts. Then you have to. You can find the resources there. So I recommend to start there. So you can read the resources and the Korean literary works in translation and in original text as well.
Right. So you can see examples and
yes.
just really expand your knowledge
Yes.
on K literature as well. And what would you say is a big picture question? What's the importance of translation in your eyes?
Without translation, you cannot read the other country's literature, obviously. I record the director Bong Joon-ho, the director of Parasite.
Yeah.
He once said at it was Academy or I can't remember, but he at the stage he said, once you overcome like a 1-inch barrier,
Right.
Yeah,
I think that was the Academy Awards.
Yeah, Academy Awards. Yeah, you can discover many more great movies.
So many hidden
So many
gems.
hidden gems. So I think this applies to literature as well.
Right.
So if you, like I said, if you can overcome the unfamiliarity of reading translated literature, translated text of literature, you can find many more great works of body of literature out there.
Discover a whole new world.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the importance of translation, and translators do such important work in really bridging that gap and being ambassadors, as you said.
And who knows, your next favorite book would be Korean literature.
Maybe it will.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will. All right, so we have an official Workie Talkie question as well that I would love to ask you. So if you could have any superpower, channel, what would it be?
Yeah, superpower. I've never imagined. I've never thought about it.
Use your
Seriously,
literary imagination.
I would have superpower with teleport, I guess.
Teleportation?
Yeah, teleportation, because I don't have to commute. Like I don't have to spend
that would
like
be a
an
big
hour,
one.
subway. I can go anywhere on Earth.
Yeah.
I like to go. Yeah.
Discover new texts out there as
Oh,
well,
yeah.
maybe.
Maybe.
I gave you a bit of justification there. And I know, you have access to so much work and you must have a lot of favorites, but is there any Korean literary work that you'd particularly like to recommend for our viewers and listeners?
That's a very difficult question.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I cannot just name one author, one work of Korean literature, but like I said, to the foreign readers out there who watch this show, we have a literary magazine called Korean Literature Now.
Yeah.
So we also have KL Wave and digital library. So please do visit, and you can find many more Korean literary works recently published, and from the classics to contemporary works.
Okay, so there's so much, such a huge body of work that channel could not possibly recommend just one.
Impossible.
But KL Wave and Korea Literacy Now are the resources that you can use as well. And finally, what are the plans for LTI K or the Translation Institute, or even your own personal plans for this year?
Actually, we are we'll redesign the KL Wave platform. So we'll showcase the KL Wave with the new design, new functions, new many trees, and we'll just help the professionals' expertise, like editors and the publishers, and also the foreign reader, global readers, to get access Korean literary resources more easily. So we'll please stay tuned on our website KL Wave. So you can, if you are interested in any updates from Korean literature now, you can just simply subscribe our website KL Wave, and you can get the updates very easily. You can just have the email updates and the social media updates.
So you can keep on top of things, within the K literature industry. Well, Chanu, that is all the time we have for today. But thank you so much for joining us and for stoking our passions and our fire about K literature once again, and helping us see the importance of translation in getting K literature out there to the world.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with everything. And viewers and listeners, please continue to show your love for K literature, because there is just so much out there, so much great work. You will not be disappointed. So please do go check out the KL Wave website to find your next read. That's all the time we have for today. I'm going to leave you with one last song, 시가 될 이야기, a story that will turn into a poem by Shin Ji-hoon. And I'll catch you tomorrow again here on Culture Crunch. Bye.
속절없다는 글의 뜻을 아십니까? 난 그렇게 뒷모습 바라봤네. 고요하게 내리던 소복 눈에도 눈물 흘린 날들이었기에 많은 약속들이 그리도 무거웠나요? 그대와도 작별을 건넬 줄여 오랫동안 꽃 피우던 시절들이 이다지도 찬 바람에 흩어지네. 천천히 멀어져줘요 내게서 나와 맺은 추억들 모두 급히 돌아설 것들이 없나. 한밤의 꿈처럼 잊혀져 가네. 날 위로할 때만 아껴 부를 거라던 나의 이름을 낯설도록